her spirits and guided her steps with unvarying love and support. Among us, her devoted parents, yes, welcome, and whose endless sacrifice and boundless encouragement have paved the way for her success. Alongside them stands her mentor, a beacon of wisdom whose guidance shaped her character and fortified her resolve. In the embrace of her loyal friends, she finds laughter, strength, and unwavering camaraderie, each of the testament that bonds that have sustained her through every challenge. And among this esteemed gathering are the special friends and individuals whose words tonight will resound deeply, carrying messages of admiration, inspiration, and a heartfelt congratulations. Together, they are the tapestry of love, belief, unwavering support, and that has defined our Beauty Queen's journey. Let us welcome them with gratitude and anticipation. They share their heartfelt messages that celebrates her achievement and illuminate the path lies ahead. So, who are gathered here, let me introduce everyone, the press who are here.
Ay, may ganun.
Siyempre, anything with
Ayan na, no.
for our meet and greet for
Binago ko na.
presentation.
Jay, ataw ba nilagay mo?
Okay, stand up to be recognized, everyone. This is Mr. Celso Caparas from Star Vloggers. Miss Joy Arquil for Fashion. And the one and only Sir Norman.
Ay!
Okay, so
Ano ba yun?
for Pageant Chronicles, Mr. Mel. Nolly, where you also, where's Nolly? Yeah. Okay, and Paul. And Ezel, John. And she represents Pageant Chief Fanatics. And, Mr. Nolly represents OPMB worldwide. And then, Jay Barbo. For Pageant Trend. And then, Anton. Where's Anton? Anton for Pageant Trend. Thank you, Anton, for the 1 million views. We had in Heritage because Pink Rose is part of Heritage. She is the
Last 500.
she is the regent and of Philippine Heritage Society. And then Mr. Adam Hinapo for
Hey,
Wow. So, but Miss Patricia. Ayan. Patricia Comia for Elite Pageants. And so, syempre, not other than Edge. Pageantology 101. And Tita Lavinia. So, Tita sa Pageant Queen. And then Jonathan Santos. And of course, the dashing and handsome Joel Maniquis, official photographer, and Oyel De Leon. And ang after, syempre, nasa na si French, si Ferdinand. Okay. Eventology, of course. And, syempre, none other than the fashion diva. Shot Mendez. Ayun. So, did I give anybody? Wala naman. Ayan. So, we'll start, everyone. I hope you're ready to question our candidate. Raise your hands who's want to know more about ayan.
Ay, dito na ikaw muna dahil ikaw ang
Institusyon.
ang pinaka
Pinaka ano, Oyel?
pinaka mabait sa lahat.
Pagtulog.
Good afternoon. I'm Nolly Berriota for OPM 15. Okay. Hi, Andrea. I just learned that you are a pharmacist by profession.
Yes.
Okay. I just want to ask, what do pharmacists usually do as far as duties and responsibilities are concerned?
Alright, okay. As we all know, pharmacists are known as medical professionals. But sadly here in the Philippines, pharmacists are being belittled. Their image is not that good. You know, I have this experience that I want to share. Back when I was still in first year college, I was buying fruits outside UST. And then this seller was fascinated by my all-white uniform. And then she asked, anong course mo? And then I said, pharmacy po. And then her reply was, ay bakit ganon? Tindera lang ng gamot yung gusto mo. Yes. Sadly, that's the case for pharmacists here in the Philippines. One of the many reasons why pharmacists or pharmacy professionals are fleeing from our country. Number one is for salary, and number two, that lowly image of pharmacists that are being given here in the Philippines. But again, pharmacists are medical experts, specifically drug experts, that also deserve to be seen as an equal to all medical practitioners.
At least na-enlighten kami talaga sa kung ano yung nature ng work ng mga pharmacists. But thank you so much. Follow-up question lang. I also learned that you are a former courtside reporter.
Still working as a corporate
Okay.
reporter.
So, what are the things that you've learned with regard to winning a game that pwede mong may apply as a candidate sa Miss World Philippines?
Well, being a courtside reporter, I get to see the journey when it comes to a game or a basketball game. And one lesson that I have learned is that no matter what obstacles or challenges you may face, you should never give up. Because the best wins are the ones that you don't see coming. The best wins are the ones that rose from the bottom. And that is something that I want to bring here in my journey in this world. I know that coming here, I am nobody.
Di naman. Di naman.
Hindi normal naman. But I want to rise as well and be known for who I really am and for what I can do.
Okay, and finally, last question. As a Tomasian, ano yung importanteng core value na natutunan mo? Maraming Tomasian dito, ayan. Na makakapag-improve sa'yo as not only as a candidate for Miss World Philippines, but as a personal and professional person.
Okay, so as a true-blooded Tomasian, and I'm sure that all Tomasians in here can agree, that we have our very own 3 C's. Competence, compassion, and commitment. I believe that I can use these 3 C's here in my journey as a Miss World Philippines candidate for me to better present myself. And I think these 3 C's are my keys to get what my heart really desires.
Wow, very well said.
Ah,
Best of luck.
Thank you so much, Pastor Nolly.
Thank you.
Dito Norman. Siyempre, yung unahin natin yung mga bagets.
Compared to everyone else here,
Alam, kinumpara.
no, I've seen you from your bagets days as a pageant wannabe. I remember our first dinner together somewhere in DF Homes.
Yeah.
Oo, ano ka pa nun? May love life ka pa nun. Oo, pero, sabihin, wala ka pang kamungmong sa pageantry nun. Earlier, you said a phrase that I want you to elaborate for the sake of everyone else. Unfinished business. Elaborate mo yan from top to bottom.
Ay, for top to bottom.
Oh.
That phrase, unfinished business, is the theme, one of the many themes of my life here in the Miss World Philippines. Because for the information of everybody, back in 2019,
Before
I
the
com-
pandemic.
Yes, before the pandemic hit, I competed a national pageant called the Philippine Global Queens. And I was lucky enough to get one of their prestigious crowns, which is the Miss Galaxy Philippines. I was actually set to compete internationally, present the name Philippines in an international stage in Chicago. However, the pandemic hit. It's like a feeling of a child being taken away of his or her favorite toy or his or her dream. I was already set to it. My mind and my heart was already set to competing for the Philippines. But then again, a natural disaster, let's say a national disaster came in and I can't do anything about it. It's like fate had its own, fate happened and there was nothing that I can do. Back then, I thought maybe pageantry wasn't for me. I thought maybe that's God's way of telling me that perhaps it's not for you. But then again, just like a first love that never goes away from your heart, I knew from the bottom of my heart that pageantry is what I really want. And so in my quest of finding a new career, becoming a courtside reporter, becoming a pharmacist, I knew that pageantry was an industry that was calling for me. And so right now, that I am competing again, back in my fighting form, I have this unfinished business in my mind. I know that I was set to compete and present the name Philippines in an international stage. And I will finish that unfinished business here in the Miss World Philippines.
Thank you so much.
Final question ko. Lumipat bigla yung question. Okay. Now that you are doing Miss World Philippines and someone asks you this question, what do you love most about yourself now?
What I love most about myself now, I guess, would be the fact that I am purpose-driven. I finally found my purpose and why do I really want to join pageants? Before, I would usually say, it's because it's my dream. And that's the truth. Being a beauty queen was my dream, is my dream. But with what happened to me late last year, I became a victim of cybercrime. I found my purpose on why should I become a spokesperson of something meaningful, something that is close to my heart, something that I have experienced. Now, I am here in the Miss World Philippines being purpose-driven, something that I believe everyone is finding in today's time. It's always good to have your purpose. And now that I found mine, I am ready to present it to the world.
Last fun question lang. Fun lang talaga to. As a courtside reporter, how can you tell if a basketball player is attractive?
It's attractive.
Oh, not romantic, not in a romantic way, pero kailangan ba magaling maglaro or kailangan gwapo talaga?
No, dito. Neither. For me, a basketball player or a man becomes attractive if he can converse in a good manner.
Ay, parang kilala ko yun. Parang kilala ko. Okay, next question. Kilala ko yun.
Ako na magbubukin.
Oh, okay lang.
Sikat. Hello, Andrea. Hi, Mael. Okay, speaking of purpose, can you share us about your Beauty with a Purpose review? Kasi last week, they announced na you're one of the finalists for Between with the Purpose. So, with some of my media friends, can you share us about your PWOW?
Okay. So probably not all of you are familiar with my Beauty with a Purpose or my advocacy. It's actually about cybercrime awareness and promoting a safer cyberspace. Because late last year, I was a victim of cybercrime. And not just your usual form of cybercrime, it's the type that involves death threats, bomb threats, that heavy. I was then called horrendous names. I had experienced the worst of the worst. Imagine working hard for a job that you really wanted, and then just because of a random person or random people, I don't even know if they're one or two or three, your hard work could go away with just the gimmicks. I received death threats. My family received death threats on my behalf. And back then, I don't even know why. I didn't do anything wrong. It was just like a flick that happened in front of my eyes. And I want people to be more aware of this case happening here in the Philippines for the information of everybody. The cases of cybercrime here in the Philippines is fast increasing. Last year, it increased for about 20%. I mean, compared to this year, it increased for about 20%. Just imagine the emotional stress, the mental stress that cybercrime victims are facing. Imagine facing an enemy that you don't even see. Imagine facing an enemy that you don't even know when they will strike. I am lucky enough that I was able to power through that kind of traumatizing event, courtesy of those people who are backing me, courtesy of those people who are an issue that is not often talked about, which gives me the very reason why I am focusing on it.
Follow-up question. Follow-up message na lang. Your message to some of our fellow Filipinos and syempre yung ibang tao international na nakaka-experience ng ganitong situation just like sa na-experience mo.
For those who are being victimized by cybercrime, know that there are people who are finally raising this issue to the national stage. I am here as your voice, and know that we are doing our job. We are doing steps to eliminate this issue here. I know it won't be an easy task, but together, if we take it step by step, one step at a time, we will do it together.
Is there an agency or a hotline like Viva Pagkakataon? Are they?
Alright, so here in the Philippines, we have the Anti-Cybercrime Unit that promotes the safety of cyberspace of Filipinos. However, they're not given that much highlight. The mere fact that not all people here are aware that we have an anti-cybercrime unit speaks for itself. So they really need to be given a highlight so that those people who are experiencing cybercrime invasions would know what are the steps that they could do in case that they are in that kind of situation.
Last question na talaga po.
Ah,
So Andrea, aside from being a Quezonian, so you're also from Candelaria.
Yes.
So last May, our Atisa Manalo won a crown,
Yes.
international pageant. So may pressure ba sa side mo?
Well, we all know that Ate Atisa made a really big impact in the pageant industry, but rather than seeing it as pressure, I choose to see it as a motivation, an added motivation, because I saw another Quezonian another Candelariahin, bringing pride to our municipality, to our province, and I hope to do the same in the near future.
Thank you so much. Raise our flag.
Raise our flag!
Hello, Andrea. Good afternoon. I'm Ed, sa Pageantology 101. Medyo curious lang ako doon sa naging biktima ka ng cybercrime. Can you tell us ano yung specific na situation? Ano bang nangyari doon?
Okay, so at first, I've been receiving messages, hate messages.
Sa ano to, social media? I mean, sa ano to? Sa profile mo ba?
Yes.
Facebook profile mo, Instagram, ganyan? Sa mga comments, gano'n?
To social media, where it be direct message, comments, yes, Facebook, Instagram, Viber, even SMS. I've been receiving hate messages. At first, I did not really take them into account because number one, I was appearing on TV, and we all know that a lot of comments can come if you're someone who appears on TV. However, it became worse and worse as time passed by until I reported it to my bosses in Signal, and they were all like,
Ano daw kaya ang reason? Ano bang issue? Ano bang specific na
okay,
pinapansin?
upon reporting it to the police and upon clarification, upon all the investigation, it was a case of obsession.
So, lalaki ang suspect.
Until now, we can't really confirm whether the person is a she or a she. But the police concluded that it was a case of obsession that led to legal Yes, it came into a point where there was a message that says like this, kung hindi ka magiging akin, something like that.
Kung ako is a competent. Hindi ko mag-upay ng case. Alam ko siya,
Parang
maging
akin na lamang.
Andrea, okay. Of course, kidding aside lang naman. Andrea, who's Miss World Philippines winner or Miss World winner you look up to? And why?
Well, definitely it would be Catriona Gray. She has always been
Miss World
my
Philippines 2016.
yes, she has always been my inspiration. Why? Because something that I am really amazed about her is that her really amazing communication skills that I want to achieve. We all know that Catriona Gray is a really good communicator, a really good speaker, a really good listener. And for all pageant girls, having the finest communication skills, that's probably one of the most important things. And with Catriona Gray exhibiting that kind of really great communication skill, that's something that I really want to have. You know, being an effective speaker, given the platform of the Miss World Philippines.
You are a good speaker.
J Barbo daw.
Ay,
Thank you so much. And our next is
One side. J
Barbo.
J Barbo.
Yes,
J Barbo.
Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, Andrea. Ang ganda ng hair mo,
Ikaw din.
Ikaw din. Ayun, so my question for you is, we all know that there's a lot of national pageants here in the Philippines, and I want to know what's the reason why you choose to join Miss World Philippines.
I know there are a lot of pageants here in the Philippines, and the reason why I chose to join the Miss World Philippines is because of their tagline. If you remember, it's exceptionally empowered Filipina. And I feel like that tagline spoke to my heart on a different level. As I've said earlier, I became a victim of cybercrime, and being able to power through that kind of traumatizing event, I think there's something in me that I needed to share to the world. Being able to come through that kind of unfortunate event, that rare, unusual, exceptional event. I was able to exhibit the strength of a real, empowered Filipino. And that is why I think I'm a perfect fit in this competition.
And follow-up question. Ganda. Ayun, so, I just want to know also, when did you start joining the pageant?
Oh, the real ones. Okay. Kasama ko ba yung mga sa school sila?
Yes, so, sa kailangan na-start.
Okay, back when I was still in first year high school, my mom used to push me to join pageants when I was in high school or junior high school. She was the one who usually pushes me and my sister to join pageants. And the moment I actually joined, doon na po nagtuloy-tuloy. My first real pageant was the Binibining Candelaria 2019, and then after that, I jumped to Philippine Global Queens. And then the pandemic hit, I stopped, but now I'm back with the Miss World Philippines.
Wow. Thank you so much, dear, and best of luck.
Thank you so much, Trevor.
Hello, Andrea. I'm Kapaz. My question is, do you consider yourself an exceptionally empowered woman? Why?
I consider myself an exceptionally empowered woman. Given the circumstances, given the challenges that I have faced, I was able to exhibit the right amount of strength to go through those experiences. Me, sitting here in front of you talking, speaking my mind about what happened to me, why I am joining this competition, exhibits being an empowered Filipino. That despite all the hardships, I chose to rise above them and go farther.
I agree. I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
What makes you proud as a Quezonian?
What makes me proud as a Quezonian? I think it would be the kindness, the warmth, and the tenderness of us Quezonians. Honestly, there is one fun fact that I want to share to all of you. The original name of Quezon Province is Carilayan. Yes, Carilayan, and it means tenderness.
Tender juicy.
It really reflects us as Quezonians. We are tender, gentle,
Next question. If you would trade lives with any leading person in history, who would that be? Why?
If I would trade lives with anyone from the past, since currently living po. Okay, currently living.
No. Of course, Dolly Berioso.
Currently living okay, number one. Since I am a courtside reporter, I would want to live in the shoes of Kobe Bryant.
Oh! Ginashoes yan.
Because we all know that Kobe Bryant is an icon. Even after he died, a lot of people are still glorifying him. A lot of athletes are still idolizing him. And being able to live a life of greatness, I want to see or I want to experience the actual journey. Because just like what we always say, it's not always about the destination. Sometimes it's about the journey. What was his journey to greatness that made him an exceptional person? That made him an icon. So probably I would change my life with, I think, whoever is the president of the Philippines. Because I would want to see all the situations or all the issues that are not often talked about. I want to see which are the areas that lack attention. And probably I could bring those issues up, I could bring those areas up so that they won't be left behind.
Final question. Why do you consider yourself a beauty with a purpose?
Oh! Purpose
I consider myself as someone with a purpose or a beauty with a purpose because I don't just focus on the physical aspect. I don't just focus on what I could offer physically. I focus on what I can offer beyond skin deep, which is my voice, my influence, my advocacy. Aside from cybercrime awareness, I am an advocate for a lot of things. And for me, that makes me a beauty with a purpose. A beauty with a lot of purpose.
Winner!
Hi, Andrea. I have a fashion question.
Alright.
Who are the designers and creatives that you're collaborating with in your pageantry? For
Okay.
your evening gowns, for your knockouts, for your daily wardrobe.
Am I allowed po to reveal na that? Or
The gown?
okay. Is it okay na po to reveal?
Astaw mo na.
Designer lang naman.
Designer.
Names na lang, names na lang.
Sige po. I won't pinpoint na lang po which ones are they gonna do. Yes, Sir Nolan po. But I am currently working with Sir Louis Pangilinan. Yes, and Sir Jeboy Ramos and Sir Ali Balunis. Yes, so
Isa sa kamay, isa sa ganito, isa sa baba.
Without any spoilers, what's the inspiration behind your knockouts?
oh, inspiration. Actually, the national costume competition is has a theme, which is dances of the Philippines. So we will be focusing on the festivals of the Philippines, and since the festival of Quezon Province is the Niyog-Yugan Festival, well, that will be the theme of the national costume.
Wala,
Thank you so much.
parang wala na talagang natin. It's
Dances of the
dances of the Philippines.
I see.
Thank you po. Salamat.
Yung payas look pa niya.
Hello, good afternoon, Andrea. Andrea, we actually have a question from one of our viewers on Innocent Pageantry
Wow.
Live. This is from San Juan Macoy. At ang question niya ay, ano po kaya sa tingin ninyo ang lacking sa mga Miss World Philippines candidate? Bakit nahihirapan tayo makasungkit ng corona right after, of course, may ganyan from 2013?
Lacking. Wow. That is really... Yes, it's always easy to pinpoint the good, but it's really hard to pinpoint the bad. So I won't be pinpointing. Okay, but for me, what probably lacks is the drive for the crown. We have been waiting for another title holder for more than a decade. And I think there's a lack of drive from our representatives. And I think that I have that kind of drive as I vie for the Miss World Philippines crown.
Alright, my second question for you is, you seem very confident, you've been around the pageantry scene, as a courtside reporter, I suppose you have a lot of confidence in you. Tell us one thing that you discovered or rediscovered about yourself as a Miss World Philippines candidate for at least a few weeks now. Ano pa bang strength na hindi mo na-discuss noon na ngayon mo palang na-realize meron ka pala?
Okay. Being a reporter, I've always been working with a script, working with a backbone of the things to do. But when I joined the Miss World Philippines, I realized that vulnerability is also a strength. being just the simply you that you want to share to the world is a strength. Because I saw how the pageant fans are very accommodating, very welcoming of those who are being true to themselves. I was afraid, actually, to show who I really am, what I really do. But the pageant fans, the pageant media, us in the pageant industry made me realize that there shouldn't be a sense of fear when it comes to showing who you really are. There is power in vulnerability. Thank you.
Alright, maraming salamat. And last, gusto ko na lang sabihin na marami sa amin, pati viewers namin, pinapansin ang ganda ng hair mo. So,
okay, I just wanna shout out my hairstylist for today, Ate Riza, who is back there. Maraming salamat po for my hair.
Parang bagong endorser ka ng ano. Sir talaga. Yun talaga yung sabihin ko kanina.
Riza, oh.
Ganda naman ni Riza.
Riza, no?
Riza Liz.
Riza acid.
Hi, Andrea. So, you guys naman yan. Baka yan din makita natin sa finals. Okay.
Sana ganyan.
I want to take your brain. Kasi all they have already asked all the questions. And since we're talking about beauty and purpose, because we're talking about Miss World Philippines, I want to take your brain down. I want you to choose one. Which would you prefer? You win this, kasi context ng question na to is, in recent times, the ones who would usually win Miss World Philippines or Miss World, hindi sila yung nananalong Best in Diva.
Best in Diva.
Oo. Tapos yung mga nananalong Best in Diva, hindi nananalong Miss World. So kung ikaw ang masusunod, anong pipiliin mo? You win Miss World Philippines but you won't win the Best in Diva, or you win Best in Diva wherein you get more exposure and the necessary funding for your Diva project, which is all about cybercrime awareness, pero you won't win the title. What would you pick?
Okay. My answer will be straight and clear. I would want to win the Miss World Philippines crown so that I could bring my beauty with a purpose to a bigger stage, in an international stage, with more reach, a bigger platform, and then I can implement it also to the world.
Ganon kasi yun! Ay, nako, tara na! Hindi na tayo!
Answer yun eh.
So,
Second chance, Adam.
Wait.
Final question ba yan?
Ay, dali.
Stand. Oo, kailangan naka-stand. Kailangan naka-stand.
Ay, kailangan na.
Oo, kailangan naka-stand. May isa pa. Yun yung final. Oo, yun na lang. Ikaw na mag-final.
Final na yun.
Ito lang po pa.
Ito si Ma'am Shi.
Ayan.
Nakabawi si Adam. Tsaka
Tatayo tayo.
Ayan, tatayo. Kinakabahan ka ba? Pinag-usapan namin to. Sorry.
Tanong na to sa'yo at some point siguro, pero for all of us, and your final answer, why should you be the next Miss World Philippines?
If the Miss World Philippines organization is looking for someone perfect, with a perfect body and a perfect face, then I'd be honest. I'm not the one you're looking for. But if the Miss World Philippines organization is looking for a spokesperson, someone who walks the talk, someone who is purpose-driven, someone who is after the influence and not just the popularity and fame, then she is standing before you. Thank you.
Panalo.
Oo, ang ano lang kasi.
Ganon. Ganon kasi yun.
Sino pa?
Perfect beauty.
Wait lang, magpapakita.
Standing
Ay!
Ganon.
Ano ba yun,
Quiet,
Ansel?
please.
Province pa. Alright.
Tama nga. Okay, ready? 1, 2, and go.
Maria Andrea Endicio, Quezon Province.
Narinig ko siya, no?
Now,
Quiet ka daw.
kapang?
Ano ba?
Meron pa ispas dito. Meron pa?
Pa ba?
Hindi natin, kasalitain natin si
Sige,
Adrian.
okay.
Your final message po.
Message naman kayo.
Message to Miss Rose.
Alright, okay. First and foremost, again, I want to thank all of you who chose to spend your time here with me this afternoon. And of course, from the bottom of my heart, thank you so much to Tita Pink Rose and to my madam for giving me this opportunity to speak my mind in front of the pageant media, the news media. This is indeed a great opportunity for me, especially now that we are inching from the coronation night. And to all my supporters, to all my kababayans, please keep me in your prayers. Quezon Province, ilalaban ko kayo. Thank you.
Si Pipay.
Oh, yeah.
Si Pipay daw mag-message.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so everyone, I would just like to, may nakalimutan ko kanina, the presence of Miss Aisel Celestial for Country Mac and Direk Jad Cruz, who is the director and producer, songwriter of Quezon, of Take Rose Love. And then we would like to thank also for Dragon Mart. Dragon Mart is in Quezon. If you pass by Quezon, ayun. So all your supplies could be care of. Dragon Mart. And to Madam, thank you very much. And of course, Pink Rose, thank you very much. And of course, all of you, maraming salamat. We will see you on the 17th.
Yes!
We would like to ask for your support for Andrea. On her way to so thank you and good afternoon. Ayan, if you may ask all the friends. Halika na, mag-picture daw tayo. Picture daw. Media, please.
Mga madam.
Guys, pasok guys.
Mga madam.